now. Like I was saying about, I want to get a piece about Noah, man, because we represent Noah, man. Get the book of Sirach. Read off my phone. Sirach chapter 44.
I got the guy downstairs in the metro. I can't have this one. No. I'm saying I'm talking to myself.
Sirach 44 verse 17. It says, let me see, Second Ezra 3:14. I'm going to read through it and see if I can find. Stop at verse 3. 2 Ezra chapter 3, verse 4. This is what Ezra said. O Yahawah Shah, who beareth rule, thou spakest at the beginning, when thou didst plant the earth, and that thyself alone, and commanded the people, and gavest a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thine hands, and didst breathe into him the breath of life. Because like we always say, the Most High gave the Adamites the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what made him in his image and his likeness, and was made living before thee. And thou leadest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted, before ever the earth came forth. And unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy way, see, sons of God, which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointed death in him, and in his generations, of whom came his nations, tribes, people, kindreds out of number. Because Adam come from we all, man. Then down to Noah and his 3 sons, which everybody in the planet Earth come from. Alright? And again in the process of time, thou broughtest the flood upon these that dwelt in the world, and destroyed them. And it came to pass in every one of them, that as death was in Adam, so was the flood to these, man. See, because they're transgressing the law. They're transgressing the law, man. Alright? It says, nevertheless, one of them thou leftest, namely Noah, with his household, of whom came all righteous men. You see? Which we represent, man, Lord willing. We're not going to make ourselves up the number like the scripture says, but we're doing the same thing he did, man, a preacher of righteousness, man. But for the rest of these demons, it says, verse 12, and it happened that when they dwelt upon the earth, began to multiply, and had gotten them many children, and were great people, they began again to be more ungodly than the first. And we're seeing it right now. They're worse than the people were back then. But this time, the Most High, we read Sirach 44:17. Sirach 44 verse 17. Noah was found perfect and righteous. In the time of wrath he was taken in exchange for the worlds. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. So you got 144,000 Noahs out there, man. That remnant, man. An everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood. But this time the Most High gonna do it with fire, man. That cleansing agent. Alright? That cleansing agent, man. That fire, man. See, this is about to end, so I have finish up. But the word went out. Time was just flying, man. Time flew today, man. You know, Esau's going to try to extend his kingdom by bringing back the time, but 1 hour was just totally useless. This daylight saving garbage, okay? Still not going to stop the missiles from coming, man. Your time is up, man. All right? That's what the scripture says. Ezekiel the 7th chapter. Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 1. Ezekiel 7 verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahawashi came unto me, saying, Also thou son of man, thou say it to the Lord power, unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. Not only the land, but the world, man. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send thee anger upon thee, the 2/3, man. And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon all thy abominations. And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee. The point is in verse 6, verse 4. And he shall know that I am Yahawashi. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come, man. The end is come, man. Okay? The end is here, man. That's all the scriptures I read today was on what? The latter days. Ezra's, Daniel, is here, man. Okay? Esau, his time is up, man. That's why Daniel told that king of Babylon. I guess I'll close it out with that. Daniel chapter 5. Go to verse 15. Writing is on the wall. Daniel 5:15. Verse 17. This is, I think, Belshazzar, King Nebuchadnezzar's grandson. It says, Daniel 7:17. Then Daniel answered and said before the king, Let thy gifts be to thyself, and give thy rewards to another. Yet I will read the writing unto the king, and make known to him the interpretation. O thou king, the most high power, gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom, and majesty, and glory, and honor. And for the majesty he gave him, all people, nations, and languages trembled and feared before him. And whom he slew, whom he kept alive, and whom he set up, and whom he put down. But when his heart was lifted up, and his mind hardened in pride, he was disposed from his kingly throne, and he took his glory from him. Alright? Verse 22. And thou, his son, O Belshazzar, hast not humbled thine heart, though thou knewest all this, but hast lifted up thyself against the Lord of heaven, and have brought the vessels of the house. Let's read before thee, and thou and thy lords and thy wives and thy concubines have drunk wine in them. And this is where all these people are in, because Esau knows, the elites know. They have the records. They know what the Most High did in times past, man. Okay? These people, they have the Bibles in their houses. They know what the Most High did to these proud kingdoms, but they don't care, man. So he says, what? Have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and of gold. And that's these people also. And they're not even actual real gold or silver. It's about some paper currency that has no weight or value. Fat in their bank accounts, man. But this was gonna happen. And stone which see not, nor hear, nor know, and the power, and the God in whose hand thou restest, and whose all thy ways has not